Dear students, good morning all of you. आज अपने इस वीडियो में मैं आपको वैल्यू एडेड मेथड से आगे का एक स्टेप जिसे हम इनकम मेथड कहते हैं उसके बारे में बताऊंगी. इनकम, हाउ डू वी गेट इनकम? As we all know that there are 4 factors of production: land, labor, capital and enterprise. And every factor earns its remuneration through the services provided by him or her. Okay. So, measurement of national income method is there, and it is also known as factor payment method or distributed share method. Means चाहे हम rent, wages, interest, profit, whatever we are doing for that, we are earning a certain amount of income for that. Okay, so national income is the sum total of factor incomes earned by the normal residents of a country during a year by working both within or outside the country. And now these are the steps involved. First, we will have to classify the factor income. Factor income that is divided into 3 parts: compensation of employees, operating surplus, and mixed income. Means whatever is left after this compensation of employees and operating surplus, that will be included in mixed income. By adding factor income of all these 3 types, we obtain domestic factor income. अब मैं आपको बताऊंगी कि what are the components of compensation of employees, operating surplus and mixed income. अब हम डिस्कस करेंगे कंपोनेंट्स ऑफ नेशनल इनकम विद इनकम मेथड. जैसा कि अभी मैंने आपको बताया कि इट इज डिवाइडेड इनटू 3 ग्रुप्स: कंपनसेशन ऑफ एम्प्लॉइज, ऑपरेटिंग सरप्लस, मिक्स्ड इनकम एंड नेट फैक्टर इनकम फ्रॉम अब्रॉड. ये जरूरी नहीं है कि हर बार आपको ये कंप्लीट अमाउंट मिले. इट मे बी गिवन इन अ बाइफर्केशन ऑल्सो. Wages and salaries in cash, that we all know, that is in the monetary terms. Wages and salaries in kind means some kind of perks are also available, just as the free education to the children or the free accommodation, free medical facilities, transport facilities. These are considered as a perks or in kind. And then employers' contribution to social security schemes. It may be provident fund. And during your job tenure, a certain amount is being deposited by the employer for your betterment, for your future. And the last is pensionary benefits on retirement. A certain amount of income is being saved every month, and at the time of the completion of your tenure in the job, you just get pension a certain amount. Okay. Now the operating surplus, as we all know that rent, wages, interest, profit, invest, wages have already been considered in the compensation of employees, and now what is left, that is rent, interest and profit, and it is also known as the income from property and income from entrepreneurship. Okay, also it will be including rent, it will be including interest, royalty and profit. Profit is also having some important points, that is profit of sole proprietors and partnership firm, dividend paid, undistributed profit, that is also known as retained profit, and corporate taxes. So that will give us the operating surplus. And now the third and the last concept of domestic income is the mixed income. Means just as the income of a lawyer, income of a mechanic, income of a doctor, income of a teacher, means those who are earning by themselves, giving employment to others also. And then when we add these all 3 components with the net factor income earned from abroad, the domestic factor income is converted into the national income. Second step जो कि हम नेशनल इनकम में कैलकुलेट करने के लिए लेते हैं, दैट इज एडिंग नेट फैक्टर इनकम फ्रॉम अब्रॉड. factor income of domestically employed factors is known as domestic factor income. However, if we add net factor income earned from abroad, it becomes national income. अब हम सारे फॉर्मूले को एक साथ लिख लेते हैं. Symbolically, net domestic income at factor cost, जिसे हम NDP at FC कहते हैं. तीन मेन कंपोनेंट है, compensation of employees, operating surplus and mixed income. Now that will give us only the domestic income, and now we have to convert the domestic income into the national income. For that, NDP at FC plus net factor earnings from abroad, or you can also say it NFYA. Now the next concept which we can calculate by the national income is GNP at FC, gross national product at factor cost. For that, national income plus depreciation or consumption of fixed capital we will be adding, and we will be getting GNP at FC. Now GNP at MP, as we all know, the difference between MP and FC is NIT. So GNP at FC plus indirect taxes minus subsidies, or we can also write GNP at FC plus NIT. अब हम लेते हैं प्रिकॉशंस. ट्रांसफर पेमेंट और इनकम्स लाइक ओल्ड एज पेंशन, स्कॉलरशिप, अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट अलाउंस और द स्टूडेंट्स पॉकेट अलाउंस आर यूनिलेटरल. यूनिलेटरल मीन्स जिसके बदले में हम कोई सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड नहीं करते. Payment, therefore these should not be included in national income. Now we switch over to the next one, income from illegal activities. As we all know that we earn the income by paying our services. So income from illegal activities, just like income from black marketing, robbery, corruption, ये सब क्या है? These are not included in national income, because no services are provided for such incomes. Now the third, income from sale of second hand goods. As in the definition of national income we said that it is the money value of all final goods and services. So income from sale of second hand goods, any income earned from the sale of second hand goods and property is not included in national income, but any commission paid on such a transaction becomes the part of national income, क्योंकि उसके लिए तो वो एक नई इनकम है. Now, sales of shares and bonds. The sale proceeds of shares and bonds are not included in national income. Why? Because as these transactions do not relate to the flow of goods and services, however, brokerage commission, just like as we have written that the commission paid on that, in the same way, the brokerage commission paid on such sales of shares and bonds is very much a part of national income. Now, fifth, the windfall gains. Windfall gains means जिसके लिए हमने कुछ नहीं किया, अचानक से हमें मिल जाता है. Income from lotteries or capital gains are not included, and these are effortless incomes. Means we don't contribute to the national income or the economic development of a country. अब लेते हैं हम और कुछ precautions. Indirect taxes. Indirect taxes are commodity taxes which raise the price of a commodity, market price of a commodity. Therefore, it becomes a part of GNP at market price, जिसे हम कहते हैं. The GNP at market price are not included in national income. Okay. Now, second, next is the imputed rent. अगर हम कहीं बाहर रहते तब भी हमें पे करना पड़ता, और अगर हमारा खुद का है then it will be called as income or rent from self-occupied houses is included in national income. Now, next is corporate tax and income tax. These are also a part of transfer income, therefore not included in national income. Now, contribution to social security paid by the employees. ऐसे जैसे हमने बताया था आपको कि employer का count होता है, employee का count क्यों नहीं होता? It should not be included as these have already been included in factor income. Now the last but not the least, that is traveling allowance. This is also not included in national income because it is a reimbursement of expenses already spent. So these will be the precautions which we'll be keeping while calculating national income. And if we adopt these precautions, there will be no problem of miscalculation of national income through income method.